I am not used to being in front of the camera anymore. I'm very, very, very nervous. Hey guys, welcome to my very first video back on YouTube. I am so excited to film this video and I am so excited to be back after a lot of praying, after many months of postponing. God just really is pushing me to be more productive, to push myself more, and to just shine a light on a world that needs it right now. I did go through a lot of negative stuff, but I do want the outcome of this video to be positive and to hopefully help somebody who is going through a lot of mental health issues like I was. I just really want to be honest with you guys and hopefully help somebody who is really in need. I don't know why you're so nervous. I do want to start this video off by talking about the virus that has been affecting our world for the past few weeks or months. I don't want to be insensitive towards that. I just want to make sure that you guys know that I know what's been going on with the world, and I just want to really encourage you guys to not find your information on social media. Just listen to what the scientists are saying and what the doctors are saying, and stay calm and stay home and make sure that your health as well and your mental health as well is okay. Staying active and productive has really been helping my mental health. I'm making a bunch of YouTube videos this week so that I can make sure to stay very productive and make sure that my mental health and my well-being is well here at home. I really do encourage you guys to stay home, and I know it can get really annoying to be home all day, so staying productive and active, or even going out for a walk but still practicing social distancing, can really be beneficial for your mental health. So for this video, I'm going to be catching you guys up on the past few months of my life. I went through a lot last year and I just really want to touch on that and talk a little bit about why I left YouTube and why I'm coming back. There are going to be a lot of negative things about my mental health that I'm going to be talking about. So if you guys get triggered in any way with anybody talking about mental health, I really do encourage you not to watch that part of the video. But with everything that I say, I do want my goal for this video to be a positive praise that I can share with you guys. So starting with high school and when I started my YouTube video, I was struggling to find a balance with my faith, school, YouTube, fitness, and all these other things that I love to do. Because of my struggle with finding a balance in my life with all the things that I wanted to do, I struggled a lot with anxiety and anger because I couldn't get those things done. I started going to therapy because I was transitioning from high school to college, which can be very major for a lot of people, and I was personally struggling a lot with it, so I started going to therapy. At first it didn't work for me because I wasn't allowing it to work, but as time went on, I learned a lot about myself, including that I have really bad controlling issues. I've been told about this in the past and I've noticed it after being told, but I've always struggled with it and I am still to this day working on it. I have gotten a lot better with it and do notice it before doing, but it still really affects me. And back then, because it was really affecting me and I didn't really know how to control the control issues, I was struggling with keeping friends and with starting new friendships and struggling to build a better relationship with my mom, and I was struggling again with the balance issue. So with that being said, I was just always very angry and I had a lot of anxiety and I was slowly becoming more and more depressed. High school was really difficult for me, especially in my senior year. I was very isolated from my high school because I did dual enrollment. I don't regret doing dual enrollment at all because I did learn a lot about myself and the way that I learned during that time. Plus, I was able to do YouTube and do a bunch of other things that I was really passionate about because I had more time. When I started playing lacrosse, I think that I was really struggling with fitting into the team. I had skipped a year of lacrosse, so my skills were not as good as they used to be, and all I wanted to do was practice it and work on it and make sure that I am good to be playing. And if I'm being completely honest, I was never really given that chance. I just felt like I wasn't good enough to be on the team. It was very difficult for me to have to accept that I wasn't going to be as good as I used to be with lacrosse. It just really had a bad effect on my mental health because I had to stop doing a lot of the things that I loved doing in order to do lacrosse that I didn't enjoy doing. I stopped doing fitness. Working out really helped me get all of my anger out. I actually started gaining a lot of weight. It's not a bad thing to gain weight, like it's totally okay to gain weight, but looking in the mirror, I felt like I just wasn't the person that I wanted to be. Moving on to once I graduated, I was very happy to graduate because I was finally getting out of high school. I went to Brazil. I was so confident again because I felt like I can finally fit in somewhere. I was with my sister all the time. My sister is my absolute best friend, and I also was hanging out with my little sister, and it was so cool to be like a huge inspiration for her, and it was just a really wonderful, magical time in Brazil, and I had so much fun. But I did really hide away those feelings and those emotions that I was going through before I went to Brazil. I didn't allow myself to go through the transition that I needed to go through, and I was just really struggling with who am I, what do I want to do, where do I want to go, and all of those really difficult questions that is flooding through minds when going through a really difficult transition. So because of me hiding everything away and thinking that I was so happy, I came back. Reality had not hit me yet, but the first day of school, it hit me really hard. If you have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you probably saw the video of my very first week of school at SCAD. It was not pretty. I went through many panic attacks, one being shown in the video. So in that video, it was just so negative. After I was healed, after I went through the emotions and was better with my mental health and everything, I rewatched it. I couldn't watch it all the way through, and I just decided that it was just best for me to take it off my channel and to not allow it to, one, put a negative spirit and vibe on me, but also not put a negative vibe on you guys. Just watching it, I just felt so heavy and had so much anxiety because it just triggered a lot. So I just want to first apologize if it triggered anyone and if it put any bad vibes on you guys watching it. I promise you guys that I'm not like that anymore and that nothing like that will ever go back on my channel. So after that first week, I really went through it, and it took me 4 weeks before I dropped out of the class that was consuming every single energy out of me, every single emotion. It was really bad. I had a panic attack during class. On top of that panic attack, I was having multiple panic attacks per day, just never during class. Once I had the panic attack during class, I was sent to CS3, which is our therapy counseling thing at SCAD, and they helped me decide that it was best for me to no longer be in that class and really let me know that that does not mean that I'm not good enough and that I'm not smart enough and that I'm not capable. It's just that right now it's just not the best time for me to be in that class. I just need to be able to focus on my other two classes and make sure that I'm doing well during my time in college. It was the absolute best decision that I could have ever made. After that, I was finally getting sleep, finally eating. So I started going to CS3 every single week, and my counselor helped me so much. I cannot even express how much I recommend CS3 for any SCAD student and for counseling and therapy for every college student. You have the resources available. Take advantage of it. I promise you guys, you will not regret it. So after my very first quarter at SCAD, I was so close to transferring, but I prayed about it and God really told me to give it one more quarter, and I was pissed, but I did it. And let me tell you guys, this past quarter, my winter quarter, was the absolute best time. I really got to know me. I really grew my relationship with God. I did so well well in school. I grew my capabilities with art, which I never thought was possible. I may not have had a lot of friends, but I definitely had God, which was different from my very first quarter. I am going into my spring quarter now, although it is online because of the virus. I am so excited. This time I have 3 classes again. I'm just so excited to be challenged and so excited to just grow my capabilities even more. If you're going through anything of that sort, everybody's journey is different. That's just my story, but I hope it does actually encourage anybody. And if you're Christian, maybe pray about it and see what God has to say to you. This quarter, I am no longer going to be commuting. 1, because it's online school, and 2, because I moved to Atlanta. I bet you guys can already see, if you're not new to my channel, I'm not in the same room. I am going to be talking a little bit about that later, but first I want to talk about my faith and about the things that I went through, from mental health to really relying on God, and to where I am now. So with all of the issues that I was going through, I was still going through it last quarter, and then I went to Passion 2020. So it's a conference that is held by the church Passion. They have it every year throughout New Year's for 3 days, and it was so good, let me tell you. So after Passion 2020, I decided to give my life back to God and to really pursue my relationship with God and really rely on Him and lean on Him, especially during the hard times where I usually would walk out and be like, whatever, peace out, I want to take control. Like I said, I have controlling issues, so when things went bad, I decided to take over. So after I gave my life back to God, I practically pressed the restart button for my faith. I decided that I wasn't going to allow anybody at all to make me feel ashamed of my faith. People would tell me not to share my faith in the public eye or to stop doing it, and it made me feel ashamed of my faith. Because I was so ashamed, I didn't want to share my faith. The whole purpose of my channel was so that I can share my faith and the life that I live as a Christian. I know me sharing can offend some people, and you know, I'm sorry if it does. My faith is a very big part of who I am, and if anybody tells me that I can't share it and that I need to stop talking about it, that to me offends me. I went through a lot of that in high school. I was told that a lot when I was in high school and was trying to make friends and hang out with people, but eventually I learned that those people just aren't your real friends if they're not allowing you to be yourself. Oh my god, this is so difficult. So yeah, expect a lot of content about my faith, and if you don't like it, you can ignore it or you can click out of my video, but I will no longer be ashamed of my faith. Anywho, now to a less difficult topic to talk about. But there is one very happy part, which is that I moved. I have such a cute apartment. I have a moving vlog coming to you guys very soon. I am in my new home. I live by myself. I'm 18, which is so crazy that I live by myself at 18. It's a 1-bedroom apartment that my mom bought. It's just an investment for her for the future, and it was just so perfect for me because my school is so close to me and I no longer have to commute, and I can just focus on me, my puppy, and school. So I'm so excited to be in my new home, and I hope you guys are excited for the content that I'm going to be making in my home. I now have so much more time and I have a place to make content. Back at my old house with my mom, it was very difficult to manage making videos because, you know, noises going on in the background, and I also just didn't want to interrupt my mom, and I didn't want to be in anybody's way. So this is perfect. I've definitely been feeling like I'm on a very long vacation. I have a beautiful view that you guys are going to be able to see in the moving vlog. And yeah, those were all the topics, very difficult topics that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking through to the end. If you did stay until the end, make sure to comment I'm a real one so that I know you are a real one. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment, you guys know the drill. I really loved catching you guys up on my life and just talking to you guys, sort of kind of getting used to being in front of the camera again. I think that's gonna take a little while, but we're gonna get there. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the camera now because I'm really nervous. and I'm shy. Okay, bye.